Shalom, shalom once again. Everyone, welcome to Hebrew class number 5. My name is Tifuzi Alewi. We're here once again to go over biblical Hebrew. As you know, the teacher for this class goes by the name of Moreh, Yeftahk, and Dahn. A teacher that studied under Moreh Mishael Ben Naphtali, who is the premier Hebrew teacher within our community. Moreh Yeftahk and Dahn has had many years of studies under Moreh Yeftahk, under Moreh Mishael Ben Naphtali, and he's here bringing you Hebrew lessons for free, so that we can learn how to read in the language of our forefathers and understand the language that our forefathers spoken. So before we get started, just want to let everyone know to please support our channel, DCB channel, subscribe to the channel, like videos, check out our content. We are open every Saturday. We stream live every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and also from 6 p.m. till sundown Eastern time. So that's for everyone online that would like to join and you know, and just be with us and just watch Sabbath services. You can support us on our pages. You could also join us at www.bait.org. Bait is spelled B-E-I-T. Or Moreh Yeftahk, are you there? I turn the class over to you.
Okay, shalom, shalom. I was having a little trouble hearing you at first. So if you start having trouble hearing me, let me know. Because it's kind of breaking up for me at first. All right. As always, giving honor and praise to the Most High God, King of heaven and earth, God of our forefathers, even the God of Abraham, the God of Yeftahk, and the God of Israel. Yehovah Sabaoth is his name. Asking that he might even be with us this day as we go through another Hebrew lesson, that he would allow me to teach y'all properly, and that everyone may learn and come closer to understanding the language of our forefathers, and prayerfully to come closer to spirituality, so we can understand exactly what our forefathers were saying when it was said, and even get a better understanding of what God intended for us as a people. Once again, I bid you all in the tongue of my forefathers, Shalom Lakem. So I believe today we are on Hebrew lesson number 7. And once again, I heard my brother say it already, I am Moreh Yeftahk. And so over the last couple of weeks, we went over the otot and the nekudot, the letters and the vowels.
Hold on, Moreh.
No. Yes.
Did you say what Hebrew lesson did you say this was? 7.
Am I correct?
No, it's 5.
5? Oh,
I believe so.
all right. Well, we'll get it together. All right. We're on Hebrew lesson 5.
Okay.
We're still learning Hebrew. How about that? And if anything,
that sounds
right. We'll correct it along the way. So we went over the otot and the nekudot, the letters and the vowels. We also went over the misparim being the numbers. And we've learned how to count, and we've learned how to use the otot in counting, and we've gone over some words. We've even gone over reading. And if you've been practicing reading, like I've told you, you're more familiar with the letters, and you should be coming better. Now, in this Hebrew lesson, we're going to go over some of the rules. And then we're going to review some of the words that we've had already, and we're going to continue to increase our vocabulary. And then we'll try to use our words within a Hebrew sentence. Not that you're going to make the whole sentence Hebrew, but that you're going to try to use the words in a sentence. So you might take a Hebrew word and mix some English in with it. Or excuse me, take an English sentence and mix a Hebrew word with it. Don't think that's weird. Don't think that's strange. People do it in English all the time. All right? So, one of the rules, and I heard my brother speak about it in another lesson. In Hebrew, when speaking, you must identify by either masculine or feminine. And when you identify by masculine or feminine, it will usually be identified by the noun. Not by the verb, but by the noun. However, when you use the verb, it must match the noun or the masculine or feminine tense that you're speaking. So, if you are using the word for a boy, then you would have to use the masculine tense in the noun of boy, and the masculine tense in the verb would have to match. Is that making sense so far? So again, what you would have to do in Hebrew, you have to speak in either the masculine or the feminine, and it's usually identified by the noun. The noun would indicate to you which tense you're using, masculine or feminine. And then once you get to that, the verb would have to match, and that would be either masculine or feminine, depending on who you're speaking to. In Hebrew, you must identify who you're speaking to, whether masculine or feminine. You can't arbitrarily choose to just be like, oh, hey, listen, I feel like speaking to you in the feminine today, or I feel like speaking to you in the masculine today, and it doesn't really matter. In order to speak proper Hebrew, you must properly identify who you're speaking to. Whereas in English, you wouldn't identify like that. Not necessarily, because there's certain words that's interchangeable, regardless if you're speaking to a male or a female or a group. However, in Hebrew, you have to identify whether you're speaking to a male or a female, or masculine or feminine, and you will further have to identify later on whether you're speaking to the first person male or first person female, the second person male or second person female, the third person male or third person female. That's identified as the I, the you all, we, and them. It will become much clearer as I explain these things through video presentation. You will have to see these things on a sheet or on a board to understand where I'm going with these things. But within that, yes, you have to be able to identify who you're speaking to. Are you speaking to a male or are you speaking to a female? Are you speaking to a masculine group? Are you speaking to a group of mostly males? Or are you speaking to a group of females? The rule is, once there's one male in the group, you're talking to a masculine group, and you would use that tense. However, if there's all females, you would be speaking to the female group. Now, obviously, if you're speaking to one male, you would use the masculine. If you're speaking to one female, you would use the feminine. But once you mix the group, then you're automatically speaking to the masculine tense. All right, So let's make it a little bit more clear. We had some words the previous weeks, but we won't go over all the words. We'll take some of the words and some new words will be introduced. I gave you the word ish. Ish. Remember I told you, if you don't know how to write Hebrew yet, attempt the best way you know how to transliterate it so you can remember it in your head. Ish. The word ish means man, man, husband, that type of thing. Ish. So now, if you see a man, he would be Ish. But if you see a woman, what would she be? Well, she would be Isha. She wouldn't be Ish, she would be Isha. But you see what happened in English? In English, it was man, and then there was woman. In Hebrew, it was Ish, and it was Isha. The difference is all you heard was an ah difference on the end. Ish, Isha. Okay, well now, when I hear Isha, it's identified to me that I'm no longer talking to a man, but I'm talking to a woman. Same word, the exact same word, but you had to do something a little bit different to it. You had to transform it so that you would recognize you're speaking to the feminine counterpart, Ish, Isha. So when I say there goes that man, oh, there goes that Ish. There goes that woman, there goes that Isha. You're going to have to remember this rule. It doesn't always go, you don't always put the ah on this end, Ish, Isha. But there are a lot of words that's like that. Remember to apply this rule because as you begin to build sentences in Hebrew, you're going to have to be aware of how this works. All right, so Ish was man, Isha was woman. Yeled, Yeled, Yeled. If we remember in former weeks, Yeled was child. Yeled is a child. But Yeled is a male child. When we speak to a female child, that would be Yalda. Yeled, Yalda. Yeled, child, masculine child, a boy child. Yalda, female child. Get it? Yeled, Yalda. Did you see that Yalda? Oh, he must be talking about a girl. And he can only be talking about a girl because he's speaking in a feminine, he's using it in a feminine type of way, in a feminine tense. Did you see that Yalda? Oh, there must be a little girl around here. No, I didn't see her. The Yeled is going up to read. Oh, that boy is going up to read. All right, so I gave you Ish, Isha, Yeled, Yalda. Edits. Edits. Edits means land. We are from Eretz Yisrael. We are from Eretz Yisrael. We are from the land of Yisrael. I'm giving good English, even though I need a little bit more. We are from Eretz Yisrael. We're from the land of Israel. Eretz, land. However, land can be used in a feminine way also. Just depends on how the speaker decides to use it. So when you have Eretz, when it's moved to the feminine, it becomes Arsa. Did you hear that? Arsa.
Arsa.
Arsa. Arsa.
Arsa.
Exactly. Masculine, feminine. Eretz is the masculine. Arsa is the feminine. Let's go to the next one. King. The word king. That was a word I gave y'all earlier. Do you remember what that was? Melech.
Melech.
Correct.
Melech.
So what would be the word if, what does Melech mean now? I just told you.
King.
King. What would be the word for queen?
Malka.
Very good. Malka. Melech, Malka. Ish, Isha. Yeled, Yalda. Eretz, Arsa. Melech, Malka. See what's happening? A trend is forming. You'll hear it. Begin to train your ear. Ish, Isha, Yeled, Yalda, Eretz, Arsa, Melech, Malka. All right. That being understood, Nasik. Do we know what that is?
Nasik is prince. I thought Nasi was prince.
So, and now remember what I told you in other lessons.
Right.
You can use more than one word to say the same thing.
Okay. Nasik, prince.
Nasi and Nasik. Both of them. Same thing. It's okay. It's understood. And don't forget, in our language, you have the prince who's the son of the king, and then you can have a prince of your tribe. So you may not be the king, but you can be a prince of your tribe by title, and it's all acceptable. It's fine. And again, it would be understood. You don't.
Someone told me before that a Nasik is a crown prince. I guess is the prince that's next in line, and that a Nasi is just a regular prince. I don't know.
I don't have information to validate that, but if you can give me further, I don't know everything, but if you can show me further information that I can research, I'll co-sign. But as far as I know right now, I don't see any information to validate that. Not that I've seen. So, may be true. I'm just saying I can't co-sign on that right now. But think about it like this. In English, you could have the president of an organization, you could have the president of a company, and you have the president of the United States of America. And you know the difference between the two presidents, and you just say, okay, that's the president. These things, we can't let ourselves get caught up in linguistics. There are certain things that will be understood. As time goes on, it will be more easily revealed and understood. It will be revealed and more easily understood. Okay, so if Nasik is the male, what would be the feminine? What would be the female? How would you address the female?
Nasika.
Nasika. Say it. Nasik, Nasika. Nasik, Nasika. Ish, Isha. Yeled, Yalda. Eretz, Arsa. Melech, Malka. Nasik, Nasika. Okay, so now I'll give you the Hebrew and tell me what the English is. Talmud. Talmud. What is a Talmud? So the word lamad means to study. So what would...
Talmud is a student. It's a student.
Very good. Very good. Student. He who studies, Talmud. That's the one who studies. That's the one who's learning. Student, Talmud. So if Nasika was the feminine of Nasik, then what would be the feminine of Talmud?
Talmida.
Talmida. Very good. Talmida. Schoolboy, schoolgirl. Boy student, girl student. Talmid, Talmida. Remember about the masculine and feminine. You will have to use it later. You cannot get away from it. And when you're trying to build sentences, you have to be mindful of who you're speaking to. So again, Ish, Isha, Yeled, Yalda, Eretz, Arsa, Melek, Malka, Nasik, Nasika, Talmid, Talmida, Bait, Bait. That was in the list. Bait. What is a bait? I'm in the bait.
It's a house.
Very good. Very good.
A house.
Teaching Hebrew. What is the feminine? Can a house be feminine? You can use it in a feminine way. I just used land in a feminine way.
Beta. Beta.
Beta. Very good. Beta or baita. Both are good. Beta or baita. Beta or baita. You'll see both used. Okay? So,
Okay.
I am the teacher. Therefore, I am the
Moreh.
And if we had a female teacher, she would be the
Morah.
Morah. Very good. The Morah. Right? As you hear certain words, as you continue reading, you begin to pick it up more and more. So again, let me give you the words I gave y'all again. Ish, Isha, Yeled, Yalda, Eretz, Arsa, Melek, Malka, Nasik, Nasika, Talmid, Talmida, Beta or Baita, Moreh, Morah. You got it? Sounds good? Write it down. Internalize it. Commit it to memory. Commit it to memory. You must commit it to memory. Okay. So, my brother Chief Uzael, quiz time. Even though you shouldn't be too surprised. But we'll see.
Okay.
I say the English. You give me the Hebrew.
Okay.
But you can't take too long.
All right.
What you know on top of your head. All right. People.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me clearly?
I can.
All right.
First word.
That's what I said. I was gonna you. I thought you want me to say it in.
Oh, you're right.
Gonna.
Yeah. No, I messed up. I'm with you.
All right. All right.
Sister.
Akoti. Akot.
Thank you. Akot.
Akoti is my system. Sorry.
Very good. Good.
Tove.
Grandfather.
Good. Grandfather is Sava or Sav.
Very good. You heard it, right? I heard you correct yourself.
Sav.
House. Correct yourself.
Right.
House.
Repeat that. You broke up.
House.
House is Bayit.
Girl.
Hello?
Yes, can you
Are
hear
you
me?
still there?
I'm here.
Moreh?
I hear you. I hear you.
All right, house is Bayit. I got that.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I hear you clear.
Okay, good. Girl. Good. Girl.
Yalda.
Young woman. Young woman.
You say young woman?
Yes. Yes.
So a young would be a young woman would be hold on. Uh, Alma.
Alma? Yeah, but that's not the word I taught you.
Yeah, but that's not the word I taught you.
It's a good try, though. It's a good try, though.
A young woman would be.
All right, what would a young man be?
You didn't never teach me young woman. You said a
What would a
woman
young
would
man
be
be?
right.
Say it again. You broke up.
I said I don't think you ever taught me young woman. You just said woman, and a woman would be Isha.
How would you say young man?
Young man.
Oh, not R.
Very
Young man,
good.
not R.
Okay, so now that you
Right?
realize I taught you young man, how would you say young woman? Did you hear me? Shalom, shalom. Can you hear me?
Shalom. Can you hear me, Moreh?
Okay, I hear you now.
Give me a second. I'm going to try to find a better connection. All right.
No problem.
Shalom.
Shalom, I'm here.
All right, good. Hold on. Can you hear me?
I can. I just heard you say, "Can you hear me?"
All right, good. I'm back now. So I got to use the internet. I gotta just use my phone because the internet is not working too good.
Okay, no problem.
All
Are we
right,
still
so I hear you
recording?
clearly. Yeah, it's still recording. It's still
Okay,
streaming.
great. Just
All
want to
right.
make sure we didn't fall off on any part there.
No, we still streaming.
Okay, so now what was the word for young man again?
Young man was not R.
Okay, that being understood, how would you say young woman?
Ara.
Very good. See how that works? Even if
Yes.
you didn't know initially what young woman was, when you thought about it, you said, I know what young man is, but now I know what young woman is.
Right.
That's how that goes.
Okay.
Okay. Next word. What?
What is who?
No.
No,
Very
what
good
is
try.
what's the what?
What's what? That's a good one. Ma. Ma
Right.
shalom ka. Ma.
Ma, right. All I gotta do is remember I'm backwards. Ma.
Yeah, that's a good one. Aunt.
Doda.
Brother.
Ak.
Mother.
Ima.
Is that what I taught you?
Mother.
Mother. Ima's not bad, but what did I teach you? Right.
Aim.
Very good. Aim. Remember, Ima is kind of like broken Hebrew.
Okay.
You can use it. The language develops. There's nothing wrong with
Right.
using it. But when you're talking
Aim.
about a mother, aim. It's the word for father.
Abba. I know that. Av.
Thank you.
Sorry. Technicality.
Right now, I want to make sure you understand. So when you see Av, you're not thinking, oh, that's not right. It should be Abba.
Right.
No, it's Av. You can use Abba. It's not like Abba is like, oh, what are you doing? But the Hebrew word for father is Av. The Hebrew word for
Okay.
mother is Aim. Okay? Large, big, great,
Gadol.
gadol. Give me the feminine tense of large, great, big.
Gadola.
Gadola. Very good. Book.
Say fair.
Sefer. Very good. Peace.
Shalom.
Shalom. Thanks.
Toda.
Toda. Toda is in the masculine. Even though you still hear the I on the end, Toda, Toda is in the masculine already. Grandmother,
Savta.
Savta. House in the feminine.
Beta.
Small in the feminine.
Quatana.
Say it again.
Quatana.
Wouldn't be Quatana in this sense. It would be Quatona. Close enough.
Quatona. Quatona.
Okay. All right. Let's get to some new words. And then we'll try to use them in a sentence, use as much as we can in a sentence to make sure we can begin to retain our words. Okay, now I just want to let you know that's 24 words that you have committed to memory. You have them, you own them, use them. You know, they say once you can recite it, it's yours forever. When I started this whole thing off, I told you about auditory learning. Before you learn how to read or write, you learn how to speak. You could actually learn how to speak Hebrew without ever writing or reading Hebrew. You could learn how to speak it. But you must practice. All right, so my brother brought up the new list of words on the screen. Toda Rabah. As you see on the chart that he has created, English is on the left, Ivrit is on the right. What is Ivrit again? What does that mean? Hebrew.
Hebrew.
Very good. Ivrit, Hebrew. So, the first word we have there is life. And since you know how to read Hebrew, you can pronounce them for me. Life. Please pronounce the word.
Chaim.
Chaim. Very good. The next word is land. I just gave y'all that word. Land. We spoke about that in the beginning of the lesson. Tell me the masculine and the feminine.
Eretz.
Ard.
Arsa.
Very good. Eretz Arsa. Land. Food. This is what we all like doing. This is what we must do to survive. Food. What is the word?
Mazon.
Mazon. Juice. What is the word?
Meat.
Meat. Very good. Chair. Chair. What is the word?
Kise.
Kise. Very good. Kise. The next word, garbage.
Ashpa.
Ashpa. Ashpa. Garbage. The next word, something that we all need. Mercy.
Rachamim.
Rachamim. Now, for the purpose of this chart, just so y'all know, for the purpose of this chart, that word rachamim is correct, but it is in the plural. The singular form of the word mercy is rechem. Rechem. Rachamim is good. Just I want you to be able to acknowledge it's in the plural, but the singular form is rechem.
Rechem. I just got to make the correction.
Right. It's fine if you hear rachamim, you know, Elohim rachamim. It's the God of mercy, the God of mercies, but in English you wouldn't really say mercies like that. You would say mercy, and it's understood in the plural. But rachamim, rechem, rachamim. Just be able to acknowledge that rachamim is in the plural. But it's still good. The next word, prayer.
Tefillah.
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 Tefillah. Prayer is tefillah. The next word, blessing.
Blessing is baraka.
Baraka. I'm trying to obtain a blessing. Baraka. The next word. Understanding.
Bina.
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 DCB. Bina. Beda'a Chakma Uvina. Bina. Uvina. We are the house of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. The next word. Table.
Shulchan.
Shulchan. See that het, right? That guttural. Shulchan. Table. Where do we eat food at? The table. And the last word? Knowledge. Which is?
Da'at.
Da'at. Da'at. Knowledge is da'at. That's what we have. Da'at. Hold on 1 second, please. Okay, I apologize. So, da'at, knowledge. So we have it. All right. So with the moments that we have left, I just gave you an additional 10 words, correct? Now you have a grand total of 34 words that you could begin to work with. Okay.
These are actually 12 words, Moreh.
It's 12?
I added a couple.
Okay, 12. Even better. 36 words. So now you have a grand total of 36 words that you could use. Let's see where you're at with your understanding. The girl went to the table. Use the Hebrew you know. Let me hear you do it. The girl went to the table. Only use the words I taught you. Insert the Hebrew into the English sentence. The girl went to the table.
Hayalda.
Only use the Hebrew I taught you. From what you hear in these lessons.
The Yalda went to the Shulchan.
Very good. What is the king doing? What is the king doing?
What is the Melech doing?
What? What? I taught you that word. You're close. What? What is the king doing?
Ma is the king doing?
Right, but you forgot king this time. So, what?
Ma is
right?
Melech doing?
Right. Very good. Very good. The boy saw his uncle and grandmother. The boy saw his uncle and grandmother. The boy
Yeled saw his dode and Safta.
Very good. The young man and young woman have a child. The young man and young woman have a child.
The Na'ar and Na'ara have a child.
Give me the word for child.
Yeled.
Very good. Put the juice in the garbage.
Put the meats in the ashpa.
Very good. You did that kind of quick, like you just knew them words, like you had to tell them that before, like you had to tell the kids that before. All right. Please say a prayer of peace for my brother. Please say a prayer of peace for my brother. Only the words I taught you.
Please say a tefillah of shalom for Aki.
Not Aki. Oh,
My brother.
I didn't teach you that. So Ma'ak, right?
Ak.
I know. Don't worry about it. We gonna get there. You're gonna build the sentences the way you want to build them. We're gonna get there. But we're not there yet. All right. A woman is a blessing. A woman is a blessing.
Isha is a baraka.
Very good. You have little understanding of the contents of the book. You have little understanding of the contents of the book.
You have Qatan Bina of the content of the Sefer.
Very good. In that instance, and we got to get a little bit better, but you should have used Quatona, but we'll discuss that later. Because remember, we're talking about matching masculine and feminine, but you wouldn't know that. We'll continue to build with that. And for the last sentence, when you eat food at the table, use a chair. When you eat food at the table, use a chair.
When you eat mazon at the shulchan, use a kise.
Very good. Very good. Okay. I realize our time is up. And we only went over a little bit, but there was a break and we were having a little technical difficulties. I want you to commit these words to memory. The same way I just built those sentences, using half English, half Hebrew. Use the Hebrew that you can when you can, so that you can commit it to memory. Trust me, it will do you wonders as time goes on. Quickly, I will go over the words in English that I gave you. Peace, house, good, what, king, man, woman, book, large, small, people, thanks, father, mother, boy, girl, grandmother, grandfather, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, child, children. Those were the review words. And our new words: life, land, food, juice, chair, garbage, mercy, prayer, blessing, understanding, table, and knowledge. Those are 36 words. Commit those words to memory. Continue to practice reading. I want you to try to read the book of Genesis, chapter 12, verses 1 through 10. Don't worry about if you can understand what you're reading. Practice reading it. Get it into your head. Get your ears familiarized with hearing the Hebrew and train them to understand so you can begin to build your Hebrew mind. Hoping and praying that the Most High God found this lesson to be acceptable even this day, that all of you have gotten something out of this lesson, that prayerfully we're getting better at what we do, that my words were clear. If they weren't, again, add the DCB channel on YouTube, add DCB on Facebook. It gives you the link to all of our events, the different things that we're doing. Please join us this Sunday out in Brooklyn, 4404 Avenue H, between Troy and 45th. We are having our back to school drive. I'd like to see you all out there. We will be giving stuff away to the children. We will have some food out there, and we plan on having a nice time. If you'd like to visit our congregation, please see us at 382 Hamilton Avenue in the Red Hook section of Brooklyn, New York. We're there every Saturday from 10:30 a.m. until the sun goes down. I thank you all for your time and attention. May God bless us all, and Lala Tov.
Shalom, shalom.